Well, as of, what is this, 12:33 p.m. I'm going to look at the Kitco app just for a quick update. Silver is down again. Everything's down. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium. As of this recording, gold is $4,149. Silver is $64.58. So, whatever plan you have on the weekly, now is even a better time. $2 cost average, and get yourself some extra metals if that's part of your plan. Now, this quick video is about some information I found over the last few days, and I've heard about lab cultivated meat and fish and now chocolate. Here's some tech startups, and they all have the same underlying denominator with their connection. This one's from Celeste. You can see her on the page. Says Our Cocoa Tech Magic. Real cocoa ingredients in 7 to 10 days. Diverse setup, pulling cells, cultivating it, and then putting out to the public. So yet Celeste will produce more with less. To produce 2 tons of cocoa butter per year it takes, and they give you both ways, the traditional way and then versus how they want to just God knows what. Now, remind you, all these things, a lot of these have been, quote, FDA approved. And by the same time, they've also been blocked from a lot of European countries, which is phenomenal. So just put this on your radar, be aware of it. We don't have any short-term studies of how this affects people's gut health all around, let alone long-term. So here's all information. Here's one company, here's another one. Kokomoto. It's cultivating cocoa's future. Crafts real, controlled, climate-resistant cocoa. Accessibility globally all year round using cellular agriculture technology. This is wild. Again, no short-term studies how this is going to affect people's health and well-being. Short-term, long-term, we have no idea. But here's another website trying to scare you into saying that everything that we've been doing the entire time on Earth is now all of a sudden bad in their eyes. Here's all information, more data from the website. Again, how they're pulling cells, just like chicken, just like the fake meat that we've talked about. We don't know what this is going to do to people. If you go to a grocery store and look at the vegan sausage or hot dogs, there's 95 ingredients in some of these. Again, just something to be aware of, put on your radar. Again, it's like putting in the cricket powder and the mealworm protein into our packaged foods. And now they're changing the name so it's not going to be as obvious. Just like changing the names and identifiers of food colors. It used to be red dye 40 and blue 5 and so on. Now it's different names, just to fool you. Again, this is from Upside Foods. Cultivated meat, it's science, not rocket science. So they're trying to soften the blow. There are videos of certain fast food chains that are using the lab cultured meat in their chicken sandwiches. Like for one in particular that's not open on Sundays, there's a video of a woman pulling this thing apart and it's stretching. Cell bank, cell feed, cell line, cell sample, cell everything. Here's another company. Aleph Cuts, the world's first cultivated steaks grown from the cells of a cow. They're calling it mind-blowing flavor, world-changing potential. Again, what is their obsession with getting away from what's safe and effective? There was a study done from, I believe, the University of Kansas that actually proves through data that cows, these things over here on the right, are actually carbon negative. They're actually great. They're fantastic. They actually help grow grass, and wherever they go, they eat, live, pee, everything, and it's great for the environment. And not pulling massive amounts of water like data centers. This is disgusting, but again, this is just something to be aware of. Be educated on. Especially as these go and change the name and how they describe things. Going from mealworm flour, cricket flour, to using their scientific Latin name. Remilk. We're talking about fake milk here, not from cows. On their website here it says, we've launched consumer here. Sorry, we are so happy to meet you. I'm sure you are. Real dairy, no cows. Make that make sense. Again, it's the whole fakes, sustainability narrative, being scared to go outside and grow your own food and have your own cows and chickens. Dare to rethink dairy. Again, this is all information on their websites. But here's some good news. Here's a couple of them, just be aware of. So if you want the real deal and support your local farmers, your local ranchers, your people in your community, keep things going and have options, here is goodmeatproject.org. Search farms, ranchers, butcher shops, and restaurants near you that align with your standards, which is just nothing but real food. Period. That's it. So you got a map here, put in your zip code, you'll find something nearby. Over here on myhealthforward.com if you want to find a local farmer's market. Meat, market stand, fruit, honey, maple syrup, bakery, dairy, vegetables, eggs, chicken, grains, fish, coffee, and flowers, and so on. Boom, check out that colorful map. So again, very fast and easy to find, lots of good options out there, just something to consider and be aware of with all this weirdness that's coming on at us real quickly. So be educated, be aware, and if you weren't already, I'm sure you guys are, but just these little things just keep popping up. Now they're coming up with cell-cultured chocolate. Cadbury, Mars, Hershey, and others are investing billions of dollars into this. So if you like to support local, I know there's a local a chocolate place we shot from in Miami, I forget the name, but there's like a documentary on her online. She sources all of her chocolate and cocoa from small farms, and she actually pays them decent money for them to stay going and keep growing and keep her business going. So again, it's all about going local, small source, the real deal. So hopefully this does something to help you guys out. Be safe and well, and I'll talk to y'all again next time.